Hi there, it's Paschal here, and thanks for coming through to check out this video. Now, in this video, I want to share some information I got in the training. If you've watched my videos or any of my videos, I normally tell you that it takes hard work, perseverance, and a business mindset. Now, that's what I want to really tie down to you to get you to understand what is really the secrets behind, because we see people that start businesses online and they don't follow through, and some people come in there and they make it. What's the difference? How come I started as someone that was delivering packages, doing cleaning in care homes, and doing cleaning jobs, doing care work, and all of a sudden I'm now coaching people on different areas in online business? What is the difference with these two people? That's what I want to share with you, and I will recommend you have an open mind, because that's the only way you're gonna get value out of it. But anyway, my goal in this video is for you to take this I'm gonna share with you and go and implement it in your life, because this has literally changed my life. A lot of people ask me, what have I got from online business? I can't even begin to mention it, because the only thing, as long as I have my family together in one pace, that's enough. Because I was just on the verge of divorce when I started my online business, and we normally don't start businesses when we have a lot of money, or when we have peace in our home, or when everything is going well. We basically start when there is chaos. So you're not alone if you're in that case. But what I can tell you is, wherever you are now, you can come back within 6 months to a far much better place. People will be wondering what happened to you. Now, if that's what I want to share with you. Now, the problem, I want to solve a few problems for you now. I'll just want you to keep your mind open. And I'm going to write here. So when people look to start a business online, like you're looking to start now, one of the major challenges or problems or mistakes they make is, this is where they are. Right. This is Mr. Paschal. And let's say he has a destination, he has a goal that he wants to achieve. Maybe in your case, I don't know what brought you here. Maybe you're looking to make your first $10,000. You just want to prove to yourself that this online thing works. Or maybe you want to spend time with kids, family, or $10,000, or whatever, or you want to travel the world. Now, it doesn't matter what it is, but it has to be a goal, something that you're going for. Now, the way I look at it is, when people come, because the main thing is for you to understand how to get there, the mechanics of the steps that you need to take to actually get that result. Because I have gotten it, so a lot of people struggle with it. So I'm like, this thing is quite simple if you know what to do. Now, what you will realize, the only thing that is between you and this whatever goal you have here is decision. That is the only thing between you. But it's kind of go through different phases, you make multiple decisions to get there. It's not going to be one. So the first skill you have to develop is how to make decisions very fast and change them slowly. This is from Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow. You have to be able to, it comes with belief. You believe yourself, you make that decision, you take the action, you follow through. And that is but this is where most people fail. They come here, this is where we are now, unfulfilled. We know that there is more to life. We know that we can be better. We know we can have a better family. But this is where we are at the moment. And this is our destination. And what most people generally do is they start building something. They start giving me the training on how to start a business, which products can I sell. They start making decisions towards this thing. And what they realize is that when they get in the middle somewhere, they give up. And I don't want you to give up, because I want to share something with you. Now, for you to be able to get this goal, whatever the outcome is for you, $10,000, you have to understand how you got here. So there's something Les Brown said. He said, you may be through with your past, but your past is not through with you. So what you realize, the only thing that got you here is one thing: your thinking. And I got this from a book that I read. There's a book that I read. I give it out for free. It's called The Strangest Secrets by Nightingale. I'll put a link around this video if you want to grab it. It's like £3 or something, like less than $5 in Amazon. You can grab it. So the reason I'm sharing this with you is that there's something he said. It's a secret. He said, you become what you think about. That is fact. This is like pure, this is how simple it is to get here. You and I are a product of our thoughts. It's nobody else, it's not our family, it's not our brother, it's our own making. So we have to, so what that means is, once you accept this, you have taken responsibility. No more blame with another person. So if you're going to, now that we know that because of what we are thinking here, that has brought us to that unfulfilled life that we want to change. So in order to get to this part, this glory land that we want, we need to change. The only thing we need to change is our thinking, how we think. It's very simple. The way this summarizes your journey. I know you're thinking of how does this relate to online business and all that. It's true, but the truth is, it does make a whole lot of sense. I'll digest this thing in a little more detail so that you can understand it. The only thing that you need to change is your thinking. And how simple is that? It's not as simple as it sounds. But in reality, that's the only thing that needs to change. I'll come again. He said, for you, because this is our destination. This is what you want to get through. This is you want to maybe have time with your family. You want to travel the world. You want to make X amount of money. I'm not saying that this is, I'm just giving you the formula to get to wherever you set your own goal, whatever you choose to, then you set your own goal. Now he said success, for you to get there, you want to be successful. This is what success means to you. A happy home, a good income, you travel, you make decisions based on what you want. That's what success means to you. But first, you have to understand what success means. And that's what Nightingale, again, in The Strangest Secret, his definition is said, success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Now, what does that really mean? For you to get here, it's going to be a progress. You will be going through some steps. Tony Robbins said, if you're going somewhere you've not been before, find someone who has already been there to train you. If you're looking to make $10,000, I have made it. I can show you exactly what I did to make it. It's not like it's rocket science. It's something that if I should, this is what I did, this is how I made the money. I can, that's what it simply means. So you have to find someone that has these results that you want for them to train you. I'll come into that. So your ideal is the goal. It's the goal. But for you to really implement this in your life, I don't care wherever you are, it will work for you if you do it right. The first thing you have to understand is, who are you listening to? You must answer that question. When you understand that, who are you listening to? I'll tell you straight away. You're either listening to yourself, your family and friends, or you have a mentor. Now, if you're listening to yourself, what you will realize is you have not made $10,000 a month, or you don't have a good family, or you have this is what the best you can produce. So you have to find someone who has this thing and listen to them. If you're in a very toxic relationship, find someone who has a good relationship. Surround yourself around those people, and you will begin to have a good relationship with your spouse. You don't need to, because their words will affect you. I'll show you how all this comes to work. If you're looking to make money, your first $10,000 online, find someone who has done it to train you, show you this is what I did, this is what I did, and this is how I got the result, and this is the timeline I got that result. But it doesn't mean that you are going to have, let's say if I did it in 5 months, you might get it in 4, or you might get it in 6. But it's just that it will be like you have like a blueprint of map of how to achieve that. Now, when you understand that yourself cannot give you the ideal, I'll just write them down here. I'll just use 10,000, 10K so that you understand, we make a reference. If you know that you haven't made this, there's no point listening to yourself. So you're out of the equation. Now, the next person is there anybody in your circle, in your family, friends that have made this 10K that you're looking to make? If there is, then go and listen to them and do exactly what they've told you. If there is none, that's what you crossed that one. Now, the only thing that you left out is with a mentor. Now, the mentor is someone that believes in you before you believe in yourself. Someone that has the result, like Tony Robbins said, someone that has produced that outcome that you want, and you get them to train you to get the same results in your life. That is what the mentor is. So for you to have a mentor in your life, you have to be teachable. And coachable. This is the foundation of, if you're not willing to learn, if you're not teachable and coachable, chances are your online business or the thing that you want, you're not going to get it. You have to understand these basic principles. Now, the other thing is, I would presume that you're here because you're teachable and coachable. So I'm not going to take too much of your time. That's because you're willing to learn, and that's why you keep watching, and which I will encourage you to do. But now, you can be teachable and coachable, and you're willing to learn. But if you're not willing to do this, change, nothing will still happen. You can remember this: you will become what you think about. If you're learning something and you're not changing your thinking from what you're learning, you will keep producing the same result. Insanity is doing the same thing in the same way. You expect a different result. It's not going to change. You have to understand that some things about you, some behavioral patterns have to change. But it's not going to kill you or it's just going to make you a better person. So when you understand that you are willing to change, or you've made up your mind that you're going to change, now this is where the rubber meets. This is how to create the life we want. I am a firm believer that God has created us, put us on this earth for a purpose, and we all have a mission here to accomplish. But they said He created us in His own image, and that means we are all creative beings. But most of us don't even understand the process of creation. This I learned in online business. This training I'm recommending for you, I learned all this there. So it's not like I manufactured this information from somewhere. It's not mine. I learned it. So I'm sharing this with you so that you can understand how to solve your problem, how to get whatever you want out of life. Now, the next thing I would like you to understand is, for you to be able to be successful, you can't get to this step. Remember, the step one is, who are you listening to? You must find somebody that has the result that you want and get them to train you. That is basic. Then the second step is you have to be teachable and coachable, and you have to be willing to change. The reason that this is a very important step for you to go through to really understand is you can see somebody that can join webinars, but when it comes to doing the work itself, they don't do it. And that is the reason they don't get the result that they want. Now, but if you're willing to change, you're open-minded, you're willing to learn, you're changing, you're determined to succeed, you want to spend time with your children, that is your definite goal, that must happen. You've told that to yourself, you told everybody that I am going to do something about it. Now, this is how to get that into reality. Now, the next thing you have to understand is there is something called success balance scale. Success balance. So now, a lot of people, I've read it, I think it's 25 Secrets of Work Creation. It said is 90 to 99% spiritual and 1 to 10% physical. Now, 90 to 99%, I don't care if it's 90 to 95 or 90, some people say it's 90% spiritual, 10% physical, 95% spiritual, 5% physical, 99% spiritual, 1% physical. I don't care what it is. What I know is that it's 90 to 99% spiritual and 1 to 10% physical. Now, what it means is that 90 to 99% of your goal, your ideal, happy family, $10,000 a month, traveling the world, 90 to 95% of you to achieve that by going through this decision process is going to come from one place: your thinking, your words, I have this in my, I don't need to crack this my head up here. I have this in my jotter. I read this every day to remind myself. So yeah, so your words, your mind, your visualization, your feelings. Feelings are very important, guys. I hope you guys, your desire, your emotion of faith, gratitude, and love. So what it simply means, there's a whole bunch of them. I'm not going to go through all of them, but what it simply means is that your thoughts are a huge factor. It's the beginning of everything that you're going to do. As this book, this jotter did not come into reality just like this. It was a thought first in someone else's mind, and they held that image. They heard that there was a thought first, then they visualized it, what it will look like. It will be like flip charts like this. That's the visuals. They see that first in the mind, how they want to make it. Then they now make words. What would they call it? They call it Marketing Mastery Summit. That's what this jotter is going to be. It's going to have this band. It's the design. You create everything in your mind. This creation. Everything happens in the mind first before it appears physical. So now for you now to bring this into reality, bring your 10K into, you have to be willing to do the work. By work, what do I mean? Join webinars, open your laptop, that is work, and build sales funnel, all those stuff. And you have this is the technique, this strategy, what else again? It's on here. How to. the action. Now you will realize very quickly that majority of your work is here. You're saying it every day. You have this 10K in the mind. I am so happy and grateful now that I earned $10,000 online. I'm so happy and grateful now that I earned $10,000 online. That's your creating it, your affirmations. You're creating it spiritually, because nothing is created physically if it's not created spiritually first. You have to understand that. That's why most people, they just jump into the training, they start working on the business, building websites, building sales funnel. They haven't created anything spiritually. As a result, it don't work. It doesn't work. And they look at their neighbor, they look at their coach, or they look at their mentor. It's as if nothing is happening for them. What I'm saying to you is that you have to create it here first. I am so happy and grateful now that I earn $300,000 a month. I say that all the time. I am so happy and grateful now that I earn 300,000. Some people might hear that number and say you're crazy, but that's what I want. You set your own goal. So as I'm saying these words, every day I have a book there in my table. I write it down 25 times in the morning, and I write it 25 times in the evening before I go to bed. So because I want to engage my mind to to supply me with ideas so I can go to work and do it. So I'm creating it here spiritually so that I keep thinking about it. Remember this. You become what you think about. As I'm thinking about it every time, desire, you create a desire, a hunger inside of you. I must spend time with my son. I will improve the time I spend with my son a year from now. I'm going to leave this job. It's definite, it's going to happen. That is how you burn that desire into you. That is your goal. I'm going to accomplish this task in a year's time, and this is how I'm going to do it. I don't know the products I'm going to sell. I don't care who I'm going to talk to. I don't want to know how all these steps that's going to. All I know is that is my goal. Then as you're thinking about this all the time, you will be having ideas. Possibly that's why you're here. You have a desire to maybe have something in your life, so you're here to learn how to build an online business. So your thoughts have led you to see this footage and to help you, guide you to start implementing these things so that you can actually produce the results you go. Again, this is not saying that, I'm not saying you should accept everything I say. All I'm just giving you is what I know. You have the ability to accept and reject. So if you don't like it, it's fine. Just unsubscribe. But if you do, I pray you use this. It works for you. It works for me. I keep saying this all the time. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have a fantastic marriage. I'm so happy and grateful now, even if when my wife and I are not talking, I'm saying it consciously. Then that will prompt me to behave like someone that has a good marriage. So in other sense, I am actually creating my reality, and I surround myself with people that have good marriages. If you want to lose your marriage, surround yourself with people that don't have good marriages, or simple people they will infest you with their words. Your marriage is not going to break down from what you do. Once you're hearing, they will infest you with your words. As long as it's going into your ears, you're hearing it, you will start to behave like whatever they tell you. So it's not like it's hard, or it's not like it's something that you can't do. But what I'm saying to you is, these are the steps or the stages to create your reality, to build your business online, to create the kind of life you want. I don't know what you want, but I know that if you understand the first thing, who are you listening to? It's the first step. Don't listen to yourself. I made that mistake for months. I thought I knew everything. I thought I was smart. But the mentor said, Paschal, read this book. Strangest Secret. I read it. Read this book. Think and Grow Rich. I read it. I read it over and over and over. He said, read it multiple times every month. I'm like, why do I have to read that? I'm listening to myself. I'm questioning that. Don't question. Just do the work. Because why? He has gotten the result and he knows how you can get the result. Don't question most of the things. Just do it. It's not that you can't make decisions on your own, but try and understand when you're blocking yourself, when you're self-sabotaging yourself. It is very important because it will come from your thoughts, maybe from your past. From your past. It will always come to stop you from making the decisions to move forward in your business. Remember this, it's the progressive, because as long as you start creating this mind of being successful, it's just a way of thinking. Success is a way of thinking. To be honest, there is nothing hard. You just think in a different way, out of the box kind of person. And this is what I'm sharing with you guys here. So because what all this is self-confidence. You want to make $10,000, you don't know how to do it, or you want to have a hammy, you don't have the confidence that you can do it, but someone else does, will take the action and do that, do whatever they tell them to do. It's just because they are more confident than you are. I read this from Think and Grow Rich. It's a self-confidence formula. It says, I know that I have the ability to achieve my definite purpose. What is your definite purpose? Whatever it is, good family, 10K, travel the world. That is what you're aiming for. Because when I talk to people about goals, your goals are very important. If you have goals and it's definite, this is what you're going for, then you will definitely, there's no option that you will definitely hit that goal. And why I say this, if you don't have any goals in your life, it's important that you start setting one. Because if you don't have any aim of where you're going, you end up anywhere. These are the things I learned in SFM. I'm just sharing this with you so that you guys can take note of that. I share this in my webinars. I share this in my trainings. How I implement them. Sometimes I struggle to implement them, but I know what to do, so I do it anyway. It's not that I am perfect or I am the best. I still have the training wheels on. I'm still training myself because I understand that you have to be patient sometimes. Patience. Some things will not happen when you expect them to happen. So you need patience, and that comes with faith. If you don't have faith, you will see someone that has all the money, but they to pay for the business or to start the business, but they don't do the work. It's just because they don't have faith to do it. Majority of our problems, our thinking is not right because we are not creating. And for you to be able to create something in the spiritual, you need to have a very peace of mind, the peace that passes all understanding. You will need that peace of mind so that you tap into your full potential, your personal being, in order for you to get the outcome that you want. Now, the I know that I have the ability to create the definite purpose of my life. Therefore, I demand of myself with persistence, which is the word. Without persistence, another word for faith is persistence. This is an emotion. You can't be frustrated in building this thing. You can't be. Persistence, continuous action. Once you have that faith, you're taking continuous action towards the attainment of the goal. I hear and promise to render such action. So I hear this, you want to do this, it's time for webinar, you shut down everything. Sometimes when I'm coming back from work, when I was working, I'll park on the side and I'll open my phone and I'll join a webinar. But I hear some people that tell me they don't have the time to build the business. I'm like, who is telling you that you don't have the time? Remember, if you're listening to yourself, you will produce more of what you have. But that's why you have to create a dominant thought of your goal. Affirmations, you have to keep telling yourself, I am so happy and grateful now. Then your brain will start thinking of ways to pocket of time for you to invest in your business. You say 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here, grab this, talk to this person, should watch this video here, 10 minutes. You will realize you don't have time to waste anymore, because you know you act like someone that is on a mission to accomplish a purpose. And these people, anybody you see that with this sort of energy, you can tell immediately. They don't need to tell you much about themselves, because before you know that they have the capacity, they feel like they're on a mission to accomplish a purpose. So this is what I want to share with you guys. Now the final bit is the implementation. It's going to take a little bit longer, so I will send you that in a different video. But let me know whether you're still whether it's something that you'd like to see how I implement this in just 1 hour or less, like 20 minutes on daily basis, because it comes with constant repetition. If you're looking to join us in the webinar, it's 8 p.m. UK time every Saturday. Join us in the webinar. I will share with you all this mindset, because this is the mindset, and how to set up Google tracking, tags, all those things. It's all in the how-to. You can tell that majority of our problem is usually here. It's not on this side of the scale. Now, the other thing I would like to share with you is, as you're going to go through this, you'll find out that you're going to go from incompetent. This is like you're not aware that you have a problem in your mind, and you're incompetent enough you don't know what to do to change it. That's the first phase. Now, but you go from unconscious incompetence to conscious incompetence. So this is with humility. This is where you've realized that there is a problem, and you're trying to fix it. And that's where in the Bible it says, if you're humble, I will lift you up. If you're humble, I will lift you up. And the other one is you go from conscious competence. That's when you're thinking about the whole thing, your process. You're thinking about the actions that you're taking, but you're taking the action to the right way. On the last level is where you get to unconscious incompetent. This is where you do this thing automatically. You don't even think about it. It's rightly embedded into your system. So this is what I learned. Again, most of the challenges that you have is to believe that you can even get the $10,000. Now this formula is I said I will share with you how I do it. Is very basic. So ask yourself, feel your mindset. If you believe that you will become what you think about, now see yourself there, visualize and see yourself here, and make decisions as if you're here. This will eventually gravitate you towards here, because if you're making decisions with your bank account, your family here, you'll be producing more of the same thing here. So I encourage you to, it's only going to be a few decisions and you will realize the power you've been blessed with. I believe that everybody can succeed. I don't know who's going to be at the top. All I know is I'm sharing this information, so you go and apply it. And I pray it works for you. I pray it works for your family. Share with your children, teach them, encourage them to be the best version of themselves they can be. And the last and final thing is, understand this: nothing will happen in your business unless you change the way you think. You cannot grow this business unless you change the way you think. You have to understand that. Sometimes we get in our own way. We block, self-sabotage ourselves. We stop ourselves from making progress because of what we think and because we don't believe in ourselves. But I'll tell you this, I used to be like that, but I could train myself. If I can train myself and come out of it, I believe that you can. There's nothing impossible for you. Wherever you are now, there's so much that you can do now to get yourself out of it. I don't know where it is, but that's what I share this in the training. So I encourage you, you're not going to be able to do this all by yourself. SFM is a very big community. Stuart has done, when you get into the community and you hear the testimonials of people, you'll be blown away. You'll be wondering, why haven't you been doing this all these years? That's why I encourage you, step into there and immerse yourself into the training. No matter your age, a lot of people, there's a lady I spoke to last night. She was like, wow, where is this training? Why don't they share this around the world? It's just that a lot of people don't like take the steps to make it work, and some very few people take those steps. And this comes from the parable of sower. Many people will hear this information, and because it's so simple to really understand, they will ignore it. They will ignore it because it's so simple. But if you really take this on board and go and do something with it, this is just a formula. If you can implement, I'm so happy and great. There's no negative. The secret behind it is nothing negative should come out of you, because whatever you give is what you receive. Givers never lack. As long as you're giving people peace, you're preaching peace, you're preaching home, you're preaching money, more abundance, that's what you'll be getting back. It's that simple, but it's all neglected. So I hope this will help you to create the kind of life you want. The vehicle is there for you to use. All you have to do is do the work. That's why it's important for you to be joining live webinars, because faith comes by hearing and hearing. You can't, even if you hear this once, by the time it's 1 week from now, you forget everything. That's why constant repetition. You have to keep hearing. You have to keep joining meetings. You have to keep asking questions until you get the answer you want, until you get to unconscious, incompetent. That's where the highest level, where you start operating on a magnetic fluid way of thinking, because that's the only thing that needs to change. It's your thinking. And once you do that, there is no other. Success is inevitable. Success is inevitable for you. I'm not too good to train myself. I have my goals written down. This is my goal. It's not like I can tell you practical things I do basically every single day. This is a $20 bill. I wrote my goal here. I spend all the money, but I don't spend this one because it's my goal. Then I have my affirmation written on my card. I read that every single day, because I know that if I'm reading it every single day, I will become that one day. It's very simple. I'm not worried about how long it's gonna take. All I know is that I will get there, because I am being fed. I believe that I am being fed the right information to write a blog a week, shoot a video a week, once a week, sell this product, pick this product, sell this product, sell this product. Your mind will engage in activities and supply you with information that will tell you the type of product that is best suitable for you in the market and how to target the right people and get them. That's what your mind is there for, because it's a navigational system of your life. Everybody has one. It will navigate you. If I give you my address now and I'll give you my postcode, if you miss one number, you will end up somewhere else. You have to put the exact address in order to get here. And that's why you have to have a definite goal and go for it. And do whatever the mentor tells you to do along the journey. I hope this video will help you to understand the basics. This is what we do. This is online business. I know this is not like a training on, this is a box, opt-in box. You get customers here, they move here, bam, then they subscribe to your channel. This is in the how to. You need to learn how to create it first. If you can't create it physically and spiritually, it's not going to show up in the physical world. I hope this video helped you, and I hope to be seeing you in training very soon. And take care, and God bless you. Bye bye.